It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, Frank. Check his right. All day, dog. Ready.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of...
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Whip. Watch the whip. 61. That's Max.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now on first down, he'll drop the thrower. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check out. Right, 40. Watch the screen. 11. 56. Mike. 50.
After the interception, it's Love. It's Hill, complete. 25 yards that time.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm. And
smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On first down, Luck. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you're playing the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
You go tight. Squeeze, get in.
On second down, here's Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Another try after the first down sack. Luck, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Wallace. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
95, Mike, 195. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 95%. No, check his Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
2nd and 4. And he'll lay out out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. We're scoreless after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Love. Complete to Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, box truck.
From the gun, here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They give him a gain of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and goal. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right.
Damn.
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll drop the throw.
Man, it's same thing every year. They don't catch the ball.
The defender is making sure he's got to come hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept
killing me in games. 1st down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good is that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5.
Hey, man, that's some bullshit, Marty. Every year.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Man, I got you. 11. 56, the mock boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, Haywood. Here we go. Mock's 56. 6 man. Check curls.
Now a 1st down throw. Lock. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right. He's done right. He's done on the right. 4 down. Check. 11. Rush in. Hey, check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing his line. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Check 15. Mexico.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues.
Yeah, I actually do got to learn how to catch. I don't know what it is. I can't catch up.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey, Echo.
Here's Love. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Let's go, Mexico.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 91 is... I got one.
Reggie.
Safety's creeping. Jim.
On first down, it's Long. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Now Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Marcus May with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Squeeze, get in there. Check three.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and 11. It's caught. Smith. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
Man, I do stupid stuff.
And he'll bring this all the way up to
Everyone, just play smart.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough,
Man, I let people stay around when I should be destroying them.
49ers as they have it first and 10 at the 45. Under pressure and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, good. On.
To try again after the sack. It's complete to Hopkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Strong right. Give me that ball.
Third and long. It's lost. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
I said it, let's go. 95%. No, check his mic. There we go.
Second and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do
Two drops. First down.
Defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they got that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Block on third down. That one complete to Hill. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Luck on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, check. 56 to
Block throwing again. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It's Hill, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dorsett's got it. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Man, if I had a passing game, I'd be unstoppable. Niggas get to stay around, try to make a mistake.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Got one. 12.
On 1st and 10, Love. And now here's another interception.
What is from my defense out there? Trouble.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Too little, strong right. 11B.
Here's Locke. They complete it to Hill. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Kill. Reggie. Qual.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 24. Qual. 56. Mike's 56. Quarterback goes.
Luck now to throw. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Race don't trap.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 15. He's able to find Wallace. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw here. And he lost the football.
plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team
He
that
got
lost it to
smacked
get it
right
back.
there.
Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reassert.
This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. On. Check 3. John Wright.
Back to throw. Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will close the gap down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They begin with a run by Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Solomon Thomas able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Rock. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's going to be a long It's going to be a long day. Check 4.
Hey, Delta.
They snap it to Locke. And he is going to go down here.
I know I went past the line. Get out of here.
They may have jumped the gun. So that one will be accepted.
I wasn't even past that one.
They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
12.
Here we go on 4th. Rock. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Dang, 1st down.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
675.
So we got man.
Check nickel. Hey, check. 11B.
From the 39, Luck. And now here's another interception.
Where is he going?
37. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score a pick six.
That's my
for the
rook.
Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Houston, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tagley, I can't pass a lick.